Hello, Pain Stream. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Love your neighbor. Vedanta, page 183. You understand the nature of all beings and conduct yourself rightly. You must apply the same principle to humans as well. Recognize their individual natures and let them live their own lives. You then find peace and harmony with humans. Remember, all grumbling is tantamount to, oh, why is the lily not the oak? Why is the lily not the oak? I don't know. But if you grumble about that, then you're going to be pretty miserable. And no one's going to want to be your friend. That's how it works. Pinching book. It was good for me to be afflicted so that I might learn your decrees. Psalm 119:71. Yeah. After you're afflicted and you can recover from it and you're better for it, you don't want it to happen again, but I mean, I'm certainly very thankful for everything that I've been through and experienced because it's propelled me to places I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And, I mean, look at what's happening in the world now. Same thing. We're all going to be better for this. The world is going to be better for this tragedy and difficult time. It is. Apart from me, you can do nothing. John 15:5. God cares most, not about making us comfortable, but about teaching us to hate our sins, grow up spiritually, and love Him. To do this, He gives us salvation's benefits only gradually, sometimes painfully gradually. In other words, He lets us continue to feel much of sin's sting while we're headed for heaven, where at last every sorrow we taste will one day prove to be the best possible thing that could have happened. See? Yes. John, I think it's Joni Erickson. Oh. She became a quadriplegic at the age of 17. Wow. Joni Erickson. Joni, I think Eareckson. Whew. Jesus. You want to grumble about the lily and the oak. Holy crap. Quadriplegic at 17. God cares most, not about making us comfortable, but about teaching us to hate our sins, grow up spiritually, and love Him. To do this, He gives us salvation's benefits only gradually, sometimes painfully gradually. In other words, He lets us continue to feel much of sin's sting while we're headed for heaven, where at last, every sorrow we taste will one day prove to be the best possible thing that could have happened. You think that you would have said that if that happened to you? Oh my God, that's amazing. Lesson 190, the only certain refuge. Really, to experience the day of resurrection, you have to die first. For resurrection means making the dead come back to life. The whole world is racing in the wrong direction, for everyone is terrified of non-existence. That is, in reality, the only certain refuge. How should we try to win real awareness? By renouncing all knowing. How should we look for salvation? By giving up our personal salvation. How should we search for real existence? By giving up our existence. How should we search for the fruit of the Spirit? By not always greedily stretching out our hands. Jalaluddin Rumi, translated by Andrew Harvey from A Year of Rumi. Lesson 192, Creation. God could have created the universe in a second, just by issuing the simple order be. Why then did He prolong creation over 6 days, each one of which equaled 1,000 years? Why does the formation of a child need 9 months? Gradual action is characteristic of the King. Why did the creation of Adam take 40 days? God perfected His clay by slow, perfect degrees. Not like you, crazy one. rushing everything always. I mean, he wrote this how many hundreds of years ago? And it's way worse now. Jalal-ud-Din Rumi, translated by Andrew Harvey, A Year of Rumi. You know, but we've all, I think, been able to slow down during this quarantine time, which, you know, is a huge positive thing. I don't have kids at home, so I can say that. If you do, I mean, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of positive things out of it. And, you know, what a special time. When would families ever have this time together like this? Not in this day and age. So count your blessings. Lesson 194, Perfection. The grapes of my body can only become wine after the winemaker tramples me. I surrender my spirit like grapes to his trampling, so my innermost heart can blaze and dance with joy. Although the grapes go on weeping blood and sobbing, I cannot bear any more anguish, any more cruelty. The trampler stuffs cotton in his ears. I am not working in ignorance. You can deny me if you want. You have every excuse. But it is I who am the master of this work. And when, through my passion, you reach perfection, you will never be done praising my name. You're a little grape getting trampled on. It's good, but it's all good. Jalal-ud-Din Rumi, translated by Andrew Harvey, from A Year of Rumi. Yes, always try to find the bright side. There is a bright side. There is purpose and benefit and growth from suffering. I mean, don't suffer on purpose and don't make anyone else suffer on purpose, but if you happen to be suffering, you know, it's hard, but try to find the bright side. Okay? Awesome. Love thy neighbor. Have a good day. Peace out.